I think one of the things that really gets me excited about 3D printing is actually holding a physical prototype of what I'm thinking about in my hand. I had ideas from 20 years ago that sketched out on notebook paper and filed away because I never had a way to actually do this. So I thought, well, when I retire, maybe I'll take one of these ideas or something and I'll go get a part made and see if anybody's really interested in it, and maybe there'll be something to come out of it. The printer sort of opened the door. There were several different ideas that I'd just been stewing in the back of my head over the last year, but not really being able to bring those to a point where I could describe them. And what I come to have understood is that if I could dream the part and turn it into a physical part during that process, I could then be able to write down what it is about that part that made it unique. So of the 5 patent pendings that I've worked on in the last year, 4 of them I have produced prototypes for before I ever tried to write the patent, so that I could zoom in on what were the most important aspects and why were they different than anything else that was out there. So one of the ideas that I came up with was building this 2-wheel drive motorcycle. It's a little bit different in that it's a hydraulic bike, and so you're able to get power to the front wheel and its motor via hydraulics, via fluid, rather than have a chain drive or a yoke system that drives a chain. And one of the things I'm using the 3D printer for is to be able to prototype all of the fixturing and brackets, or not only prototyping, but being able to use them directly off of the printer as the finished part. In the sporting goods world, one of the products is an adapter to take devices that you might have, like a flashlight or a laser or something like that, and mount it onto a firearm without doing anything to the firearm itself. I was teaching a friend of mine how to skeet shoot, and I had a skeet thrower, and that skeet thrower was just very difficult to assemble every time I wanted to take it out of the truck and be able to use it. And so I made some parts for it that just made it so much easier that once we took it out of the back of the truck, just a couple of steps and it was ready to go. Very small thing, but it was just what was on my mind at the time. Being able to help somebody figure out how to enjoy outdoors the way that I enjoy them. And this small part would help because it just made everything so much easier to be able to do. So it wasn't the part per se, it was the capability of being able to make the part, make the skeet thrower easier to assemble, and just move on, right? It's done. And that was my very first part. It looks like a horseshoe. Ultimately, what I would like to do over the course of the next 3 to 5 years is move away from the contract engineering and move more into taking the products that I have in my mind and have that be the business model. So I actually make the parts, I advertise the parts, you come to my website, I'm selling the parts. And what I find out of that would be not only the rewarding process of being able to make something that other people are interested in and are able to use, but then I can just open up the door to my shop and there's the whole factory sitting right there. Gosh, I don't know any other job I'd rather be doing.